This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone. Hope it was a good trading day for you. It was a tricky day, little, but gap down, nothing can be done. But definitely, using a strategy, you can definitely trade in the gap down or gap up also. So I thought of making one small analysis of last 20 years of gap up and gap down. What kind of things happened? How many times happened? After gap up, what happened? After gap down, what happened? That kind of analysis I thought of doing for the last 20 years of Bank Nifty and Nifty. Maybe only Bank Nifty will do today, not Nifty, only Bank Nifty. And also we'll see some important data points. What is the market plan to do in the coming days? So a lot of interesting data also today. So just hold on. And before going into the video, I request all you to please subscribe and like the channel so that it will be helpful for me and motivate me also. I know how many people like the video really. Before going to the video, the disclaimer. Please note the video, whatever opinion I mentioned here is a personal opinion. And if you make any loss by taking trades based on my view, I am not responsible. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any trades. First thing is that FA data we'll see. FA data, where long waiting thing happened actually for the bears. FAs are converted to bears now. Now they are sold 20,000 contracts of index futures. Now this is not a small thing actually. So it is a start of something big, I feel, because normally FAs do not go into shorts so easily. If you see in the past also, if you see here 11th May, last time we went 200 contracts only short actually. Next immediately this reversed actually. So but this time it's 20,000 contracts. Like if you see from 2,500 20,000 contracts. So it is just a threat to bulls, or it is just a real threat. Let us see. And before that, when they are gone for shorts actually, and before that, if you see almost like October, okay, almost like 7 months. Before 7 months, they entered in the short position actually. Normally they don't go so easily shorts now. After this, whatever the March happened, and also in the month of March last year when the crash happened actually, that you have to see very importantly. See, after making the shorts here, okay, entering the shorts slowly, they entered and they frustrated everybody, thinking that okay, these people are just trying to make shorts and full of everybody. What they done, accumulated the shorts slowly, and built up on the shorts. And what they done after that, end of February, they started suddenly putting the markets down. So this time also just you have to wait. Okay, if just you have to be alert now. Now you have to long position is the time to cut your long positions, no doubt about that, because FIs are given the indication, first signal actually. So you have to be very cautious. But the long short ratio is just the issue is that it's gone to 41% now. But even the whatever small hike will be there will go to 50% and may not be going to go to this level. So any long position, at least you have to have like 1:3 ratio, one long, three puts, three shorts. That kind of position you should have actually. Okay, so don't try naked shorts of the put options. Very dangerous now. Okay, you have enough time. Enough time means how many days I don't know, but definitely this is a caution. FIS position. Clients, what they've done? Clients, they're holding the short position put options, long slightly long short call options, and heavy index long positions, and increase the normally 6 lakh stock positions you do long hold long positions. Now they want to 7 lakhs. Perfectly, they are trapped. So the clients are perfectly trapped, and it is very risky for the clients to get out of this. Now it's a big problem now for the clients. Proprietors, they holding slight shorts only in the index futures, and there's a hedge position here they're holding, but here they're not having any aggressive shorts or something, but they can build up in no time. That's not an issue. Normally they hold 20,000 contracts maximum. So this is a first understanding from the FI data. So stay cautious. Long positions you need to cut immediately to the extent possible, and hold light 1:3. One long means 3 short. That's the hedge you should have at least. Next, cash market, not much of selling here, only 3 that is crores of cash sale in the by FA, and 677 crores of selling by DI. With just 1,000 crores of selling by institutions, the market bank went down by 300 points. If they have sold 2,000, 3,000 crores, what will happen? Just think of situation. Retailers are trying to absorb the every dip, but how long the dip they'll be able to absorb is a matter of thing to discuss, and also think. Retailers, once they exhaust with their capital what they have, then they'll also try to think whether the market will go up or not. Suspicion they'll come, and they'll also enter the down move. So stay cautious, because here only thing is that here they have a big long position they built up actually. Now what they'll do is they'll do hedging of this position. That's what it looks like. Now what they'll do is they take the hedge of this, because they can their hedging is allowed. What are the long position they have, they can do the hedging of the long position by taking buying puts or shorting the index futures. So they will take for index hedging, and then they will try to make money from that by selling the futures, and they'll book the profit there and pump the money again here. That's what they will do. So so that we cannot be fooled by this big cash purchase what they have. So they can pile up also. Once they get this loss whatever here, they'll book profit in the index which with the shorting, and then they'll book the profit there, and they'll average it out here. That's what they will do. But this time not expecting any big drop like what we saw in the March 2020. Possible maybe like a 12,000 or 11,000, that kind of level we can see maximum. That's what I feel. Possibly we have to just wait and watch as soon as the time comes. Coming to the open interest, so very clear that 33,000 call is a very good open interest built up is seen. 10 lakhs of open interest 151, and 33,000 put option is almost 50%. So there is chance that 33,000 expiry is expected to be built in, but whether the tomorrow will be negative or positive is what very important. So just I'll show my Astro View also for tomorrow. Astro View is positive for me. I'm not expecting any negative close. And before yesterday, I mean for today it was negative. It happened negative, and for Monday it was negative, but closing positive. Let us see what will happen for the tomorrow. But expecting a positive close tomorrow. Around 33,000 level accurately, we should be able to close. That's what it looks like. But there could be move of almost 300 points downside and upside, because this movement whatever is, because it the premium has to be diluted actually. So for this purpose the volatility can be seen, and it could be a very hectic day possibly tomorrow, because VIX also has come down. If VIX is increasing suddenly due to some reason, then there will be another problem can be piling upon us. And in case of Nifty, if you see Nifty, 14,800 call is there, 14,800 call, 14,900 call is there, build up is seen, and 14,800 put, where is 14,800 put? You can see here, 14,850 call is there. So a lot of build up is seen in the call options, and the put options of 14,900 put is there. We can see, but not much of a big down movement or up movement can be seen. Let us see the highest open interest. There we should get some clue. So highest open interest, if you see very clearly, Bank Nifty is indicating that there's a good open interest, 50-50 call option, put option being sold, 10 lakhs and 10 lakhs of each. So equally built up is seen in 30,000 call and put. So expiry very highly chance, because next open interest is just 12 lakhs, 20 lakhs built up is seen the highest, and nobody is there nearby. Tomorrow if anything build up comes, then it is possible that it can see build up actually to this level. But as of now, 33,000 is a very high chance of expiry for tomorrow. And 34,000 call is seen rating, 33,500 call rating is seen, 32,000 put rating is seen very heavily. There is no call rating at all. 32,500 call rating is very light, and 32,500 put is heavy rating seen. So 32,500, 33,000 is the level between which we should be able to see some expiry actually possibly. And in case of Nifty is little tricky. Possibly 14,900 is what looks expiry actually, because 50 almost less call rating and more put rating seen. So anything expiry between 14,900 and 15,000 looks like possibility actually. Because this is a very high open interest, you can see 50 lakhs almost. Next near expiry is 14,800, heavy put rating is seen here. So there is less chance we will go below 14,800 tomorrow. So, oh sorry, I'm seeing a wrong timestamp. Oh, I'm very sorry. I've been seeing the 10th itself actually, 11th I have to see. Here I'm very sorry for that. 32,000, 32,500 put heavy rating, okay, not much of change. 33,000 we can see, okay, heavy call rating, slight put rating is there, 7 lakhs instead of 50. It is almost 40, we can tell 40% of put rating and 60% of call rating. So there is, looks like the expiry will be around 32,500 and 33,000 levels, and possibly 32,700 could be the chance actually. So 32,700 possibly, 32,800 also is possible actually. The things might change, but something like if you see here 32,800 is will be coming up actually on the upside. something we have to just wait and watch. The next important candidate is 3200 actually, who is there in this year, and they should be coming on the upside. So keep a look on 3200 and then 32,500, 33,000. Okay, three strikes nearby we should expect. And in case of Nifty, 14,800 looks very good point of expiry. You can see support of 35 lakhs almost against the total open interest 56 lakhs. So there's a good support at 14,800, and next support should be around 14,900. Actually, not much of support here actually. So expiry between 14,800 and 14,900 is planned as of now. So tomorrow, depending on development, news, global markets, everything, things might change actually. So as of now, things are looking like this, and we should track this in the live market, this open interest. Then you'll be able to understand the market movement actually. Okay, this one is the open interest. If you see build up, you can see bearish position. Entire bullish position water created got converted to bearish position actually in case of Nifty, and we came down by 91 points. Yesterday I was telling about the fishy thing about what happened here. 2 days of continuously bearish position built up, but market was going up. So this was the fishy thing actually, which came true today after the gap down actually. So because these things you have to just see very cautiously. When bearish motion is built up, market should go down. It is going upside. Okay, these are the things, negative divergence is happening with Nifty, Bank Nifty, and also internally between the Bank Nifty also this negative divergence is happening. So these kind of data points are very important to observe for you people, because market is just not buying and selling actually. Data points play a very important role, because nowadays a lot of people are into trading, and it is anybody for to just buy and then sell. Okay, but whether you buy in the lower price and sell at a higher price is very important, because market is as and when the more traders are coming into the market is behaving very maturely, and you need to be also behave maturely to understand what market is doing, and whether the market is doing the right thing or not, whether it is trapping or it is giving the important lead. So I'm just trying to give all the important lead points for you, which is very important for you to note. So as such, if you see the overall all the expiry put together, also if you see 2 crores of bullish position is there, and then here 16 lakhs of bearish position is there also for Bank Nifty. So continuously is bearish for Bank Nifty.
This conference will now be recorded.
So overall, Bank Nifty is, like you can see, bearish, and Nifty is slightly bullish. 2 crores is there, open is there, slowly will come down. But it just you can see here, in just 1 day 1 crore bearish position can build. So in just 2 days also we can bring down the Nifty. But remember, in March 2020, in spite of such a big move downside, Nifty was holding some bullish position also. So don't go by the bullish position what is holding here for Nifty, because Nifty can hold bullish position. Not of hedging happens actually, but in case of Bank Nifty, it's a very clear indication of bearish position and bullish position. We can just take note, because only you can see the liquidity for next month contracts are very less actually. Normally only current month contracts are being traded actually very actively. PCR, very clear indication. Bank Nifty is bearish, but past days continuously. Earlier we saw like we have been holding more than PCR more than 1 actually for almost 3-4 days continuously. The market went up. Now if you see, Nifty also managed to hold for above 1 actually. During the day also both managed to just go above 1 for some time, coming down, up and down, up and down. It is going for Bank Nifty both above 1. So it was a big confusion for Bank Nifty traders to go whether long or short. So it was a big confusion for the traders actually. But overall it was a range bound day actually, if we can say, after the down move. So here if you see the support, if you see here very clearly 14,800 support is there here for Nifty, at least for 1 or 2 days. So not expecting any close below this 14,700 800 levels for tomorrow at least. So that is a view for Nifty expiry. And for Bank Nifty, if you see continuously 32,900 being held actually. If you see the support here, 32,900 is being held for last 3 days continuously. So looks like there is a good support for 32,900 at least for tomorrow expiry. In spite of the gap down, this 32,900 is being held actually. So they're not afraid of holding the 32,900 put option. But it's a border case, 1.01 is the expiry. That's a PCR. So 33,000 looks like very ideal case actually, but not expecting. Definitely the movement can be seen on downside and upside. Almost 300 points move can be seen easily. After that only the close can happen at this level. So coming to the straddle, we started 14,700. The extreme case we went to 15,000 and then now came to this place. So short straddle people made a profit of almost 180 points roughly. Okay, this is a profit they made. 336 this sold short straddle and now it's trading at 185. So possibly tomorrow this can trade at 100 rupees or something possibly. That case like 4800 should be expiry. That case they'll make some money. Now coming to the bank nifty, so we are just around 33,000, nothing great we are doing actually. So 33,000, 1,229 short straddle who created the position here without any hedging. Now they are getting, after selling for 1,229, they're selling getting for 425. So roughly almost 800 points gain for this short straddle people. So most of the times if you see, we've been making money, like short straddle who have been trading naked, they're getting money. But anybody who's doing like that has to pay a very high margin. Okay, it's not worth it for the risk what you take. Some hedging is better. So naked shorting of calls and puts is not advisable at all. You should buy the calls also. Like when you're holding a short triangle or short straddle, you should buy a hedge. That is very important because a sudden crash or sudden movement, flash crash, anything comes on the upside, black swan event, anything comes, then it will be difficult to manage your position and it is not so easy. Only few people with very big fund position can manage, and that too lot of firefighting is required to be done. Otherwise, it is not easy to manage without buying a option, without buying call or put option, whichever side is applicable. So straddle, if you see here, the focus point is coming around this level actually, between 32 and 33, this level where maximum this premium decay was seen. And next level is the 33,000 expiry. If you see 33,000, just observe the high and low actually. Okay, I'm selecting 33,000 strike price. If you see 33,000 opening itself went down. The high was only 383 and we closed at 151. So you focus on particular expiry, on particular call, high and low. Remember, that's very important. Here also, if you see here, put option, yesterday's high was 463, 33,000 put option. We went 30 points above this and then we just came down and we closed at 274. So okay, so this is the level you have to monitor here, and don't completely come under panic and buy a put option, or come and panic the buy a call option, or sell the call, sell the put. Because morning also I mentioned that I was selling the call option, I sold, but after that I saw that the reversal was coming in the charts, then I exited the call option and held the put option position and added the ratio spread. For every 2 lots of the in the money put option which I bought, I sold almost 8 lots of put option. Because otherwise the ratio spread, if you don't do it, you'll not be able to make money. The hedging is very important. So here also, if you see the straddle for 33,000 straddle, we started on 5th May at 1,229. Now it has come to 425. We almost tomorrow we should be able to see this around say around 100, 150, possibly maybe. If a 33,000 experiments, then the big fall can come in the premium, which is 425, can come 25 also. Don't know. All depending on the expiry with which level. Where the market is planned to expire. So next thing is that Lakshman Rekha. Lakshman Rekha is all like very range bound actually, plus and minus. As of now, weekly midpoint is giving the bullish move only as of now, and Lakshman Rekha has given some 900 points only. This time Lakshman Rekha has not given much profit actually, but we have to wait, because not every month you'll get some profit in the one particular strategy. Different strategies work for different months, different time frames. And coming to the midpoint chart, pivot point, if you see here, very crucial, 49.55, 49.98, 49.62, 49. If you see here, very tight. Yesterday I've been saying about this, the top, no, the 4 times it hit and the resistance is not getting broken actually. So since the resistance is not getting broken, the resistance is becoming very tough now to break, and every rise will be seen for selling actually. So very clear now, 15,000 you may not be able to close, and looks very tough for the Nifty to cross 15,000, because every rise is seen by selling. And even FI is also now joined the bandwagon, and they are also selling, means possibly that this is going to be tough nut to crack 13th or 15,000 levels for Nifty, and the confirmation of that will be breaking the swing low 14,600 and 14,378. If this swing low is broken, then the confirmation will get for Nifty. But we'll see the other important information also. Nifty, equity 50 also we have to see. And in case of Bank Nifty, swing low is very clear. If you see here, the high formed here, the swing low, we cannot make the higher high. The higher low is formed. Now we should break 32,000 now. 32,000 level should be broken easily. and after 31,000, 31,500, this level is very important to broken actually. Once you break this, then a good swing move can come on the downside. But this time, as I mentioned before also, may not get any down move like what we saw in the March. Slow and steady move can be seen, and possibly October, something around that time, we are going to make some bottom possibly in the markets, and then another up move can come start that time. And coming for the levels for tomorrow, long breakout 33,276 and short breakout is 32,659 for Nifty, Bank Nifty futures, and Nifty futures at 14,963 and 14,723 short breakout level for the Nifty futures. And the spot levels 5.14841 for Nifty, and for Bank Nifty 32,879. Above pivot point is bullish, below pivot point is bearish, and these are the levels. And one should not hold any long position below the short breakout and any short position above the long breakout. It's very, very important rule. You should follow very sincerely. And coming to the P ratio, Nifty P ratio is around 30 now. Still we are not gone below 30. We're just hovering on 30 levels. And Bank Nifty is 22.5 P ratio. And VIX, surprisingly, instead of the big gap down, we could not, we are not managed to cross the VIX actually above 20. We just slide below 20. So you have to keep a watch on this VIX also. Once we cross 25 levels and sustain, then it is a very big important indication for the bearish big moves to come. So till the time, it could be up and down, range bound, some premium eating game can happen. But VIX is very important to note. 25, crossing 25 is very important for any big bearish moves to come. Cash market indicating all the buys, whatever is getting sold into. And here, if you see, still once you go down below this level, then we have to be alert on the for downside. As of now, still you have some time for clearing your long positions, because if you see the risk reward ratio, somebody who entered in 10th March, now it's almost like 2 months now. 2 months the people are getting, assuming that everybody, all the money equally amount invested in all the stocks. Okay, then for 2 months there is no return at all in the market actually. But selectively, if you invest, it would have definitely made money. But in this case, overall broad market, if you see, we just range bound. Broad market itself, it's the range bound actually. That's a very important note. Now let's see the chart for today. And if you see very clearly, after the gap down here, okay, we just made a pin bar, and then we started moving on the upside all the way to the pivot point. If you see, this is the place where it got stopped. The pivot point is very important level, exactly when the point where stopped. And also mentioned about the game on the downside, the call game will start. So what about in the money, buy a call option and the sell in ratios out of the money call options. So 33,200, 33,100, all these call options being sold, and then you make money. It being not expiry day, so definitely the premium will not come down to zero or something in the same day itself. So you can comfortably buy in the money call options. There is no issues. But if you should be able to ensure that the whatever the premium the selling is there to handle the what your premium bought. Not if you buy the same quantities, you should buy in lower quantities. And here also it is indicating exactly in the futures also the reversal came here, and the Heikin Ashi also gave the clear sell signal here for the Bank Nifty. And SGX Nifty also, let us see here what happened here. Yesterday it gave a sell signal in the midnight. I sent the message also in Telegram channel. And Dow Jones also is coming down by almost 500 points actually. Let us see what's happening. Dow Jones, global markets, if you see now 4834. I think one shouldn't bother about it, because our market fall and then they also follow that. That's what's happening. So we can see a fall of 5 to 8 points in the Dow Jones actually. So again, tomorrow if there is a fall, then buy in the money put option and send out of the money put option. That should be the way to handle actually to the markets now. Now let us get into the gap down gap analysis. This is very important thing. I thought I will just show you. Okay, now this entire data what I just captured here, starting from 2001 till 2021, today's market. So I'll just select here 2021 here. Now if you see here, out of 87 days we saw a gap up of 57 days and 30 days of gap down, and you can see 68% of time we saw gap up and 35% of time gap down. So now after this 2 days of gap down this month and the last 7 trading days, now this ratio is coming nearby and it is looking fine actually. Now it is set. Yesterday was very much actually 85% was showing gap up and the balance was showing 15% was gap down. So now this ratio is set now. So this is a trend you can see here. in the month almost 6 to 7 days of trading days of a gap down is coming out of 20 trading days. So that's what normal is happening. Even you can see for last year also, you can see 6 to 7 trading days gap down and then balance is gap up. So 66% of time it is gap up and 33%. Two-third is a gap down, sorry, gap up, and 1/3 is gap down. And you can see, let us take for entire all the 21, yeah, means 20 years plus till now 20 and a half years. 70% of time gap up and 30% is gap down, including the recession time also. Okay, recession time, what happened if you see here, 50% gap up was there, 50% time gap up and 50% time gap down. Never the gap up was lower than the gap down actually. You see here, even the recession time, the 2008 also, we saw 50-50 only. Most of the times gap up will be more than gap down actually. Any year we select, any time, at least 2/3 of the time we can see gap up and then gap down. So overall, since 1st January 2001 till now, we can see gap up only and then gap down is less only. Okay, now we will see here after gap down, what's happening after the gap down. Let us see here the gap down analysis. So after the gap down, if you see here, negative means closing is negative. 30 times it done the gap down. You can see here 30 times of gap down out of 87 trading days. 30 times it done gap down and then 21 times close negative only. 70% of time after gap down close negative only. But 30% of time what happened? It reversed actually. After gap down negative, then it went up closing positive. For example, if you see here closing, like we done a gap down of 46 points negative, then we close 460 points positive. This here also. After gap down of 314 points, we close in 600 points positive. This way here also. 260 points gap down, then 305 points positive close. So this was happening for 30% of time. Last year what happened? Last year also same 70-30, 70-30, 75-25. So it's a trap actually, you know, 25% of time it is a trap that gap down negative and then closing a positive. 2018 and 2017, that's what is happening actually. Overall also it looks the same trend actually. So 30% of time we can assume that after gap down we reverse the entire thing and then go positive, closing positive. So most of the times you should be very careful that gap down don't think will continue the trend at least for 30% of time. So what's happening after this? So after the gap down, how much time the reversal happens? If you see here, 30 times gap down happened, and then after the gap down, for example, today 500 points gap down came actually, but we closed 270 points negative. Means 300, almost like 230 points of a gap down got fixed back, rolled back. And here, if you see here, gap down of 413 points gap down we saw, and then 360 points gap down only, means closed negative only. So means almost like 100 points we reverse that gap. But extension happened 15 times, 50-50. You can see 50% of time the gap down is extending on the downside, and 50% of time the gap down is reversing. Is the ratio. And you can see here sometimes like you can see in this case of on this 12th April we opened gap down of 800 points, and then after another 800 points extended downside. So you should be not doing the same type of trade every time. So possible of extension of because the astrology played a very important role this time here on 12th April because of this Amavasya. The market opened on a perfect Amavasya. There's big inauspicious time for the markets, and that was the reason for the big fall. News comes later, but there's a big news for the markets, actually astrological view. And let us see the gap up also similarly. So we saw the gap up and gap down, how much it's coming, contraction. This is what is the analysis is. Coming to the gap up. Coming to the gap up, you see, after the positive gap up, 22 times of time, so we close 35, 60% of time we close in positive only after the gap up. We never went to negative, but 40% of time we close in negative. For example, we gap up was okay here. If you see here, we opened 140 points gap up, then we close in negative 195 points. This also was happening in the last 60% of time actually. No, 40% of time open positive, gap up, and then close in negative. So 40% was there. And in case of gap down, ulta, the same, but 30%. Okay, this is a very just see very closely. So what I'm trying to tell is that 60-40, 30-70 ratio. That's what you can see here. The reverse trend, completely reverse trend is happening here in the markets after gap up or gap down. So the same side extension happens very less time. if you see gap up after gap up, extension of gap up is happening for 32% of time, and then contraction of the gap up comes to 68% of time. So contraction means like 270 points gap up. After that, then we came down by around 40 points here. 214 points gap up. Then we close only 77 points positive. So this rate happens here actually. So this is also possible in the market. And then if you see here into last year, entire year, if you see gap up, 167 days of total trading days. In this gap up, okay, gap up 167 days, and then here the extension of after the gap up was happening 50% time. Almost we can say that 50% time the market, okay, 50% of time market after the gap up is going on the upside, and 50% of time after the gap up market is coming down actually. So equally the market is trading on the both sides. So that is the analysis of this gap up and gap down. So we can just see, because the market is changing its momentum every now and then, it doesn't do the same thing again and again, but the greed and fear of the traders remains same actually. So and also another thing, okay, I want to tell you is the Nifty 50 equal also. Okay, let us see the Nifty 50 equal also, because that is very important for Nifty to correct. See, if you see Nifty 50 equal, if you see here, this one corrected by only 3 points actually. Here they corrected only 3 points, and they need to go below 16820. Means a good correction has to come with the Nifty 50 equal actually for, and then match with Nifty 50. Once both matches, the ratio will come to almost like a 1.15, which is there now very high, which once it comes to below around 1, then only the market will correct significantly. Because Nifty 50 equal, if you see around on 5th May we got a buy signal. The daily chart, let us see the daily chart also, like what is the sell signal as of now. So we don't have any sell signal as of now. At least 15500 level, if break in Nifty 50 equal, then only some sell signal can come. So till the time Nifty will be range bound only. So FI data is just a threat to the bulls to some extent, definitely, but there is no way that they should get into the naked short positions. Always hedge your positions. Maybe like a 1:2 ratio you can take for time being. Then like one call, one long to one two shorts. That's the position you can take. Once we see Nifty 50 equal also coming down below the Ichimoku cloud, then that's the time we should get into the 1:3 mode also possibly. So one long and 3 short. That's the ratio I'm suggesting at that time. So as of now, the long position to be just taken care slowly, cut down the positions. That's what is ideal actually, to be on safeguard. Or you buy some hedges, slight hedges, you can be bought to protect the long position depending on the portfolio size. Hope you like the video. The video might be a little long, but hope you like the video and had some knowledge to your knowledge base from this video. Thank you so much. Bye.